Ever buy a disc that's super stable? Or maybe you lost your favorite disc, your birdie disc. So you try to replace it and the new disc just doesn't fly the same. It's too stable, like this Destroyer. To beat this new disc in to the point that your old one used to be, you could play with it a bunch, you know, maybe it would take weeks or maybe even months by just playing with it a lot, or you could throw it against a wall like I did. Now, I don't want to scratch up this disc, right? I don't want to just slam it against concrete again and again. And so what I did in my garage, there's a little piece of carpet where when I open my car door, it protects the car door from getting dinged up. Same thing, I want to protect this disc from getting dinged up. So I threw this disc about 20 times against that piece of carpet until I thought it would be pretty beat in. So I went out to the field to try to see if this is a little bit less stable than it used to be. And you can see that it's still a little bit stable here. However, I might have thrown a little bit nose up, so let me try to throw this a little bit more nose down to get a true flight out of it. And here you can see there's quite a bit more turn than there used to be. However, there's not as much turn as I would like. I'd like this to be pretty beat in. The one that I lost was a little bit more beat in than this. So I went back home and I tried to throw a backhand at that piece of carpet that's on my garage wall, but that was not a good idea. However, I still thought backhand was the way to go to get a little more juice out of my throw. So I made this quick jig out of some wood and some old t-shirts, and I set it up against the foundation of my house with brick, and I threw it about 20 more times at that jig until I thought it'd be pretty beat in. And just for good measure, I took it back inside to the garage and threw it straight down at a little piece of carpet that I have on the floor, again, to keep it from getting all scratched up on the rim. All right, so I think it's finally beat in to the point where my old one used to be. Let's take it back out to the field and see how it flies. So I took it back out to the field to see how it flies now, and sure enough, it has quite a bit more turn than it did at the beginning of the day. In fact, let me flash up on the screen for you a before I started smashing this against the wall, a during after I did a few throws, and an after to see what it flies like now. And you can see that this is beat in quite a bit. Hey, let me know in the comments down below, what disc do you have in mind that you want to try to beat in? I try to just beat in the stock stamp Destroyer. I'm not gonna try to beat in something fancy like a Halo Destroyer or anything like that. And then before you go, check out Robbie C's video. He did a great video on when to beat in discs, what works best, other methods besides just smashing it into a wall. Also, go ahead and hit the subscribe button on your way out. I make all sorts of disc golf content that you guys might like, and we'll see you out there on the course.